Hello and good evening, and this is the show where you get to air your views. This is Speak Out India. I am Gautam Roy. Now, is Parliament any more a forum where issues are raised that relate to the common man? Two similar incidents, but completely different reactions. There's complete silence over innocent brutally assaulted in Punjab. Our political masters deciding to look the other way. But when a minister like Sharad Pawar is slapped, all hell breaks loose, with ruckus in Parliament and MPs from different political parties falling over each other to condemn the brutality. And that brings us to the question that we're raising tonight for you, our viewers. Anna is making a point. Should Parliament be discussing Pawar's slap but ignoring teachers being assaulted? You can call us and respond to that question on the number that's flashing there on your screen. We are waiting for your calls. Now, just to put things in perspective, Anna Hazare has come out justifying his remark about Sharad Pawar being slapped in public. On his blog, Hazare has admitted that his remark why Pawar was slapped just once amounted to an act of violence. But in the same breath, he clarified that such violence is sometimes necessary for the larger good. Anna has also empathized with the youth who slapped Sharad Pawar, saying his frustration at the decaying system and rising corruption is justified. All right, we have a caller on the line. We have Mr. Patil joining us from Goa. Go ahead, Mr. Patil. What do you feel?
In fact, I want to ask a question that there are how many teachers in India? Okay, one slap is a slap for all the teachers in India, and how many MPs are there? One slap for Mr. Pawar is for 520 or 40 people. Okay, and what Anna is saying is the right thing.
All right, so you're standing by what Anna has said. We also have Geeta Jayaraman calling us from Noida. Go ahead, Geeta. What do you feel?
Yes, it is not only regarding the slap of the teacher, but what about the silent protesters who were manhandled by the parliamentarians in Rahul Gandhi's rally? Is this democracy?
Correct.
I mean, this is not a democracy, and now they want to gag our voices on the websites also. Please, I think the parliamentarians are only living for themselves. They do not think about the common man, and more so the Congress.
Right.
So Anna Hazare is very correct
when
he says, what about the common people when they are lathi charged?
All right, thank you for your opinion. Geeta Jayaraman calling us from Noida. We also have Mr. D.R. Kumar calling us from Mumbai. Go ahead, Mr. Kumar.
Do you want me to speak or not?
We have... in fact, Tilak Raj calling us from Gurgaon. Go ahead, Tilak Raj. What do you feel?
I find it's very good that Mr. Pawar was slapped, because the way the people are being thrashed every day and nobody notices them, but one politician is beaten or thrashed, and there is such a hue and cry in the parliament for what?
Right.
Common man.
Clearly, you're standing by the comment that Anna Hazare has made. We have Thomas also joining us from Cochin. Go ahead, Thomas.
See what happened in the Punjab. It is shame for Indians. So that Sarbanj should be hanged to death. And what Anna says regarding Pawar case, that is very good, correct.
All right, Thomas, thank you. A bit extreme, the punishment that Thomas is suggesting, but that's the kind of view that people have. That's how passionately people feel about it. Let me in fact go across and we have in fact guests with us tonight. We have Purnima Advani, former National Commission for Women chairperson, and also we have Team Anna member Devinder Sharma. Let me go across to Purnima Advani first. What do you make of this entire issue, which has been blown out of proportion, the slap on Sharad Pawar's face when teachers are assaulted? Not one teacher, there are several who've been assaulted today as well. Then not a single parliamentarian raises his or her voice.
Look, I think this is a classic example when we say that equality before law and equal protection from all the laws, this is now only on the paper book. It is merely Article 14 has remained only a constitutional mandate, and it is not there in reality at all. We have people being abused by the police, beaten by the police, raped by the police, and still there are no FIRs filed. So anything that's happening to the common man, even to a very large degree, is completely blanketed. And none others than the home ministers are helpful in blanketing the police when they commit
Clearly,
violence.
it's
But
a dereliction of
anything
duty
that
on part
happens
of the
to-
entire political class. But we have more callers. We have Dr. Swaroop joining us from Sopore. Go ahead, Dr. Swaroop.
Yes, these parliamentarians are least bothered about the common man. Why should they discuss an issue which is related to the common man? For last few years, what we have seen in our Indian democracy, these parliamentarians always discuss and always are bothered about the issues which are dear to them, which help them in the political gains. This is what these are meant for. They never discuss the issues. They never point out the issues which are related to the common man.
Right.
We have a lot of issues, but they never discuss. We have never seen these parliamentarians seriously discussing those issues. Which
Certainly, viewers' discontent coming out very clearly here. We also have Gautam calling us from Mumbai. Go ahead, Gautam.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Pawar may be thinking that the entire country, not only country, the entire world is just closing their eyes for all the games he is playing in agriculture ministry, in cricket, everywhere, and every child of the world knows what all he is playing, how much he is doing all the things.
Okay.
And so Anna Hazare has told it is not one, two is also is necessary, but entire world, entire people will fully agree inside, though they are not spelling out.
Okay, so you stand by what Anna Hazare said. We also have Baban Bhamre calling us from Thane. Go ahead, Baban.
Okay, bolo.
Go ahead, Baban.
हाँ बोलिए.
आप बताइए, आप क्या मानते हैं, आपको क्या कहना है?
क्या कहने का ऐसा?
जी बताइए. All right, let me in fact bring in Devinder Sharma into the show. Mr. Sharma, what does it really tell you about MPs? They are not really concerned about the common people if they don't raise what happened with teachers in Punjab, and they're more concerned about what happened to Sharad Pawar.
That's right. Well, the fact of the matter is politicians work for themselves and represent themselves. And that is very clear if you look at the way the entire slap incident has been handled. First of all, as you rightly said, the parliament is condemning the incident when Mr. Sharad Pawar was slapped. But don't forget, there was another incident which was equally very important, or more important, was at Rahul Gandhi's rally, two union ministers had actually thrashed one protester. Where is the condemnation coming from the parliamentarians for that? Now, when we talk about the third incident you mentioned about the slap to a school teacher,
it seems, Mr. Devinder Sharma, the parliamentarians are only concerned about their own kind. We have another caller, SP Gupta from Lucknow. Go ahead, Mr. Gupta.
Yes, the slapping of Mr. Pawar is a shameful thing, as well as the slapping of a lady teacher should be punished under the act of molestation and should not be released on bail to teach other politicians a lesson.
Right, thank you for your call. We have MK Jha calling us from Mumbai as well. Go ahead, Mr. Jha.
I believe if you look into the matter very seriously, it cannot be termed into one line. The whole Indian society has been fragmented into proletariat, bourgeois and an Aam Aadmi. And the frustration of Aam Aadmi, the manifestation is in this way. If Anna says it has been done, and Mr. Pawar is, if somebody talks about Mr. Pawar being hit is bad or good, it is beyond debate.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Jha, for calling us. We have another caller, G. Narayanan, calling us from Hyderabad. Go ahead, Mr. Narayanan.
My observation is politicians, once they get power, they become power mafia and make even Constitution of India to subserve their personal interests. Bureaucracy supports and helps the power. Hence all these things. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Narayanan. We also have another caller from Delhi now, Suraj, joining us. Go ahead, Suraj. Okay, we've lost that line. Let me go back to Purnima. Suraj, go ahead.
I'm very much with you, and I would like to know if Anna would like to, go against Akali Dal in Punjab. And will he go until don't vote for people in, for the same thing, for the slap issue in Punjab?
Right. Yeah. Right. So you're urging Anna Hazare to go out and campaign against the Akali Dal. Thanks for your call and your opinion. We have another caller from Hyderabad now, Narendra Kumar. Go ahead, Mr. Kumar.
Yeah, actually, I want to say that this thing that Anna is saying that the slapping on Pawar side, so it was okay. Actually, it's in this point that when the government is not doing anything on the slap,
right,
which being given on the teacher.
Okay.
So how they can justify that thing, that it's not good that we should slap on the Pawar?
Right. Clearly, you're saying that that is, of course, an equally condemnable act. Thank you for joining us. Let's also listen to some voices coming in from Chennai on this issue.
Sharath Pawar is being slapped by one person is a serious issue, but we have more than valuable issues than Sharath Pawar issues.
The parliament itself has become a useless place for discussing all these things. Already they are discussing only useless things. The useful things they are doing only this, they are working for only the American corporate.
See, a lot of farmers are committing suicide because of this agricultural problems, and they are not at all discussing. Otherwise, that Mullaperiyar issue, let them discuss that things first. This thing is actually, I think, is very useless thing.
All right, those are voices from Chennai. Let me go across to Ms. Purnima Advani. You heard how people are expressing themselves on this issue, Ms. Advani, but do you feel that violence only begets violence, and therefore what has happened is equally condemnable on both sides, and parliamentarians are not doing their duty if they do not condemn both?
Look, violence is condemnable to whosoever it occurs. Law enforcement agencies must take the law in their hands and ensure that peace prevails. But having said that, just see the stark difference. If a politician is slapped, it is an opportunity to make political mileage out of it. If a woman is slapped and beaten, then she is socially condemned.
Right.
She is socially stigmatized. So it's a vast difference.
Okay.
A woman who is slapped, who is raped, cannot even leave her house and come out into the child in the society. They all consider that she's a person who is to be left apart. We should not associate with her.
So clearly this should have...
to even reach a police thana to file an FIR. And
the
that
incident
is
in Punjab should have been given precedence, in fact, over what has happened with Sharath Pawar. I'll come back to you, ma'am, but we have more callers. We have Suraj calling us from Delhi. Go ahead, Suraj.
I would just like to know.
Yes?
See, I would just like to know that if Akali Dal, when an incident has happened, when the whole thing has happened, will Anna work out the Akali Dal in the elections in Punjab? And say it openly.
Right. Thank you for joining us. We have Arvind Patil joining us from Mumbai as well. Go ahead, Mr. Patil.
I believe the act of slapping Mr. Pawar was shameful.
Right.
And so is the fact that Anna is justifying the slap. A person of Anna's stature should not have done this justification, and I feel it will instigate more people to go and slap politicians.
Okay.
See, whether right or wrong, there is a law system which prevails in the country, and you can't vent out your frustration by slapping people.
All right, you're the lone caller so far in the show, Mr. Patil, who is criticizing what Anna Hazare has done. We also have J.K. Puri calling us from Chandigarh. Go ahead, Mr. Puri.